First, we are celebrating St. Patrick's Day a little early here on Studio 5. So when you imagine a St. Patrick's Day party, you might picture a super cutesy, maybe over-the-top colorful party. But today, we're inspired to take a more luxurious approach to the holiday with a tablescape full of lush greens, gold accents, and just the right pop of color. Studio 5 party and family fun contributor Celeste Whitney is here to show us all how to host a glitzy, glamorous St. Patrick's Day party. And need I say more, because the second the people see this, it is gorgeous, Celeste.
Thanks.
It has such a pop. It's so rich and kind of powerful looking. And speaking of parties, I want to have a St. Patrick's Day party. Do people do this?
Yeah, well, you know what? I think that in the beginning, I thought about it being more like an empty nesters. Not everyone has kids and needs the like fun, bright colors. But the more I did it, like my kids were so excited. I do have little kids and they want to be a grown-up so they can.
Do you feel like this partyscape works for, is it just for adults, or would you bring this out for kids too? Tell me where you'd use this.
I will absolutely use this for dinner on St. Patrick's Day. And my kids can have all the fun stuff earlier in the day. And through the week, you know, they have all the crafts and everything else, but I will totally use this.
And you said you are actually hosting your own family dinner with this.
Yeah,
Can you tell me about that?
For sure. Well, okay, so a lot of this you'll notice, or maybe I can just point it out, you shop your house for a lot of this decor. So it's not like you have to go spend a lot of investment and buy a bunch of stuff. Just gather some bits and pieces of gold and green from your house.
Which I love, because repurposing is the best way to do it. It's so hard to find the time to drive to the store, pack up your kids, do whatever you need to do to get there. But this you're saying you can find around your house. Okay, so walk me through the display a bit.
Okay, so first I have a wood table that I like and prefer over a tablecloth. So I would normally just use a table or my wood table.
Okay, and so are you doing with the gold, or with the table you would still use this gold?
Yeah, so if you don't need the tablecloth, don't use it. But if you need one, then definitely go with black, because black and gold are just gorgeous together.
And you're right, it does make it pop so much more instead of white, which might drown it out of it.
Green and white, and just go with the gold and go with the black. And this little is just fabric. This is not a tablecloth in any way, shape, or form, or a table runner. It's just some fabric that I bought by the yard, and it's just fun and kind of glamorous. And it's nice because then you can tuck stuff underneath, like just bowls or cups, to elevate some of it, and then you can hide like I used some of these like faux plants that hang over the side and give it a little lush feel, and then you can kind of tuck whatever you don't want to see under this fun gold.
Yeah, and you're hitting on something that I didn't notice at first, but that's part of what makes this so appealing, is that you have like this depth and like height variation, and that makes it so, it really makes it attractive and brings your eye into it. So start at this end and tell us a little bit about what you have down here. So you've got the plants.
So I went to the thrift store and found some green dishes. They were super inexpensive, and I'll use those for Easter too, and you know, for a football party or whatever else, so they won't go to waste, but it's fun to have some green. Green kind of goes with every holiday, to be honest.
And I love that. It's so true. Green is kind of a big holiday theme for us. And one thing that is fun is that you've combined this with a paper product, which actually ends up looking quite cute, because you don't have gold plates at home, right?
I wanted to give maybe like a thank you note or a table. It just is fun to have something printed. And so I did do this as a free printable on the site, but it's just lucky to have you. And it's just a little nice, like, hello, welcome note that you can put on each place setting.
So cute. So we've got the real plate that you got at a thrift store, so this isn't costing a ton, and then the paper, and then we go to the free printable. So it starts. Let's do the goblets. Let's look at these goblets, because I'm noticing these are standing out a lot to me. They look like kind of expensive china, but I know you have a trick here, because you always have a trick.
I got these at the thrift store. I got these at the DI too, along with these fun ones that are more like
the mug.
Yeah, the big manly mug for St. Patrick's Day. So like his and hers kind of thing. And I just added gold to make them come together, because they're all different. Even the two mugs are like a different style if you look up close. So just to unify them, I put the little gold rim.
Which is so fun, and it totally plays off of this theme. Is that gonna, let's see how you do that.
Okay, so let me show you. I just got some craft paint that was for multi-surface. There's a bunch of different browns.
So just like for one that says
Just one that's
multi-surface.
multi-surface, and you can read on it, and it'll tell you that you can do it with glass, and it's dishwasher safe and everything.
Oh, okay. So, and you can actually, I was going to ask that.
Yeah.
So you can drink these. I mean, it's not going to rub off on your lip.
Oh, right.
You go home cold mouthed.
It's not going to come off in your mouth. It's totally dishwasher safe. So I think you have to sit it for like a few days. So do it in advance.
Okay. So think about this a couple days ahead.
Instead of doing like a ton of paint somewhere, I did one little dot like this.
Okay.
And then I just get the cup, and let me just show you. I just kind of wrap it around the rim like this. Oh, I already.
Okay.
This paint's kind of starting to dry.
So you're doing it on the outside.
Yes, just go very slow, as big as you want. This paint's kind of goopy because it's been sitting here for a couple minutes. But then if you don't love it, if you mess up, you can wipe it right off because it takes a long time to set.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can wipe it off.
You can wipe it off. And I don't particularly love it inside. Like if you look on the ones that are done, there's no paint inside the cup. It's just the outer rim. And that's how I do it, is just having the little dot of paint that I go around the edge.
Okay, so tell me about the greens, because those are so fun. And like you said, it adds like a little fanciness to it. And the mugs and cups don't have to necessarily match. And then the greens. You've done a lot of different things with these.
I bought brand new, I mean, these are all living, not all of them. Some of them are just stuff that I shopped from the house. But I love the living plants. And I just put them in, these are just little votives. That were $1
so
at, I think, Michael's, a craft store that I see them all over. And then I just send them home with one, because who doesn't need?
That's such a great idea.
Yeah.
So this is actually acting as your, not only decor, but it turns into kind of
it's like the favor. And you can sit it right on like their dish if you don't want the paper. That's cute too, to just have like their takeaway gift.
Absolutely. And then one thing that definitely pops out on the table, which they're a little muted but also have like a depth to them. These, you've worked in a way to put the colors of the rainbow.
I did want to bring in some rainbow without being like super fun balloons that were leading to the gold. So I just have a little subtle rainbow of flowers. It was a little harder to bring now, but like on the day of, I'm going to go to Trader Joe's and get real flowers so that it brings the fragrance as well. But just arrange them in a way that it's like color to color rainbow.
I love that, because it does kind of go dark to light, and
it just has a little
so pretty.
bit.
Just a little bit of color. And then tell me about the hat, because I know you are going to teach us how to make one of these today.
Well, these are just the hats from the dollar store. But I wanted to make it more aged. So I actually tried a bunch of different techniques, so you don't have to. They have lots of antiquing gels and antiquing sprays and ink and stuff that I have used, and I think it works great. But my favorite trick is just makeup.
I was gonna say, I thought you left your makeup on the table today. Okay.
This one's a dark green.
Oh, so actually, is it just an eyeshadow?
It's just an eyeshadow.
I'm pulling that back up, because that's pretty impressive. I legitimately thought she just left this on the table.
Right? No, I didn't wear it.
This was intentional.
just and wipe it around like whatever corners you would think would get dirty over time. So I'm doing like the inner rim and even like black, straight black around the edges.
Okay,
and
to give it
even
that
I did
worn
some
look.
gold shimmer, because it's
and
a
I can see
leprechaun.
some.
I mean, come on.
Of course, gold everywhere.
Right.
Leprechauns.
Oh, and I changed out the ribbon for just a little strip of my table runner.
Such a good idea. So you're using things that you have generally.
So
and
then they
just
match. It looks a little older, like this old leprechaun left it here 100 years ago.
Well, this is one glitzy St. Patrick's Day party that I would love to be a part of. Thank you so much, Celeste.